Welcome back to Final Fantasy IX. We're just going to be running around in Lindblum for a while, and then we'll finally get our boat.
Lindblum, the catch-up, part 2.
So like a boat or an airship boat?
Boat.
Boat. Oh, okay, so
But is it an airship, an airboat?
this is pretty late in the game to get the ship, though. Like, normally that's before the first half, is you get the ship, and then there's some sort of, like, convoluted nonsense going on in all the other continents as to why you can't explore them or whatever. And then you get the airship, and then the world opens up towards around this point in the game. Because we're past the halfway point by now.
Yeah.
Why was Bones there? Why was oh god, random ass Star Trek reference. Okay. All right.
Well, the one good thing about the one thing about the boat is that, well, apart from having a really kick-ass music theme, if I remember correctly, you don't actually have the boat for all that long.
Nope, I ditch it by the next part.
Wait, what?
Yeah, it's just the means to get you to the other continent.
And then you just never use it again?
That's it. It's off to go climb some mountains.
Yeah, basically, you get the boat, you get to the next continent, and once you're over there, you eventually manage to get the airship.
So you use the boat once.
Pretty much.
It depends on how much you decide to do while you have it, because you could go off side questing if you want.
But if you're gonna get the airship that soon after you get the boat...
Well, yeah, but you don't necessarily know that the first time you play now, do you?
Well, now I know, so if eventually when I do play Final Fantasy IX
Thanks, Louis!
I'm gonna just go follow the plot until I get the airship, and then not waste time sailing and shit.
But yeah, you get the boat for a small chunk of the story. Apart from that, the only time you have to travel on the water is like when you're doing chocobo hot and cold stuff, and you have the appropriate chocobo for that.
That's kind of a tease, though. Actually, it's like you get the boat, and then immediately after you get the boat, you get the airship. It's like, okay, it's very strange.
Well, still, I prefer this game's handling of the different vehicles over Final Fantasy VIII, where you had the garden for most of the game, and then you just get a spaceship. It's like,
wait, what?
Okay.
Okay, well,
a spaceship.
What? Never mind. I don't really care.
It's the most random ass fucking thing. All right, Squall and Renoa get stuck in outer space at one point, right? And you think they're going to run out of air, but then this spaceship just happens to be floating on by, and they go inside it. Now, you find out later, or, well, you can potentially infer from a later CGI cutscene in the game, that this spaceship was one of the spaceships that was sent up into space in order to put Sorceress Adele into orbit once they sealed her away. Yeah, they sealed up an evil sorceress, and just as an extra precaution, they sent her into space, like Doomsday or something. But
it's the only way.
Hey, it's better than a bunch of
you just
lame Switch puzzles like most other RPGs and their sealed evil gods or whatever. It's just like, oh, well, you need to make sure that nobody could ever unleash this evil that's going to terrorize the world. What should we do? Switch puzzle? Switch puzzle. Okay, yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Press it, who wouldn't?
And you know what winds up happening in Final Fantasy VIII is Sorceress Ultimecia wants to get Sorceress Adele back out of stasis so she can possess her from the future. That's about as stupid as it sounds, by the way. And in order to do this, like, the only way she can think of like making it actually happen is to engineer this whole big catastrophe that summons like a blood red tidal wave of monsters from the moon directly into the path of Adele's stasis pod.
Final Fantasy
VIII was a stupid game.
I was just about to say, this game sounds pretty goddamn dumb.
Yeah, some of the plot elements are kind of out there.
I try to not judge games I haven't played because that's how I end up sounding like a dumbass later down the line, but I see
You're like Francis.
Oh yeah, time to go onto internet forums and complain about games I haven't played. But I see very little redeeming qualities in anything I've seen from Final Fantasy VIII. It's just does not look like a very well-made game, in my eyes. So.
Oh, it really is not. In fact, the best thing I can say about Final Fantasy VIII is that it was technologically a leap forward for Final Fantasy.
Well,
because we went from Final Fantasy VII to that. And
well, no, you can't argue that it looks a hell of a lot better than Final Fantasy VII because nobody looks like Popeye. I'm pretty sure that game also had the same models for in battle and out of battle stuff too, which was probably new and exciting and whatever back then. So yeah.
If we want to get technical, Final Fantasy VI did it first.
Yeah, but those are
the overall sprite. The overall sprite was the exact same as the battle.
Well, those are sprites, John, and sprites are lame.
And I'm saying technically it counts.
We need 3D graphics. Grr.
And hey, you know what? Yeah, it has aged terribly, but I still find appeal in the Popeye arms. It has 7.
Yeah, for the overworld in the remake, they should have just made it whereas like biceps are just huge for no reason.
There should be a Popeye like skin. They'll probably make a DLC, knowing that. But
you mean kind of like how in Metal Gear Solid 4, Snake had the PS1 costume?
Yeah, he had the PS1's camouflage. I would love something like that.
Didn't for Metal Gear Solid 5 they made the tuxedo costume DLC instead of an unlock?
Yeah, they made a DLC instead of an unlock, and whatever.
That's the wave of the future. Rewards for gameplay? The fuck is this shit? Just make everyone pay extra for all their unlockables.
Now, the important question is, can you get insurance on the tuxedo?
In any case, we're looking for a potion, I believe, to cure Sid.
Wait,
yeah, because his tiny Oglok brain.
Oh.
No, because his tiny Oglok brain won't let him build it. Think of anything to build it.
Oh, okay. So we're finally taking care of that, I guess. Okay.
Why do you think he's a champion of a children's card game? He can't do anything as an Oglok.
We're not taking care of it. We're attempting to take care of it.
Oh.
No, we're on the job though. We're taking care of it.
Taking care of business.
Every day.
I like how Zidane just casually says, we're turning Sid back into a human. And none of the other Tantalus guys know that Sid is an Uglop. So they're just like, what?
Sure, take it, whatever.
We're restoring his humanity.
It's weird. We haven't seen a public appearance by the Regent in like 4 months. You think something's going up with that? Nah.
By the way, at this
Sid always
point,
looks like he's stiff as cardboard.
At this point, the Tantalus headquarters has a new set of treasure chests to open, so that's nice.
Pilfering their stuff.
There was an airship model off to the side. Was that something you could have picked up?
I think that was the one we got from the coffee guy.
Do they do anything, the airship models? Because I know you can buy one too from the auction house.
No, they're just decorations for I guess the Tantalus hideout.
Neat. Okay.
That has much importance as decorating your room in Harmony of Dissonance. Because that game needed that for some reason.
Well,
you could decorate your room in
You had a room dedicated to decorating furniture.
Well,
and just
one
adding shit.
One of my favorite things in Gens 2 and 3 of Pokemon were decorating my room and the secret bases. So, I can't remember... No, you didn't spend money on the stuff in your room in Gen 2. Your mom spent your money on decorating your room in Gen 2. I remember. Oh, I mean, that Snorlax doll was pretty goddamn cool, but it was also like 100,000 Pokédollars or something. Yeah.
Mom, that is the last time I trust you to take care of my money.
I think in Gen 3 you just buy the shit yourself though, so at least it's willing at that point.
Yeah, better a Snorlax doll than Vibrator number 76.
Hey, she gets lonely, all right. Okay.
Yeah, I never see my deadbeat father around anymore.
Well, the professor works right next door.
I think Professor Elm is married. Well, that wouldn't stop him. Probably, if I.
Elm is a form of wood.
Anyway. This better work. Spoilers, it doesn't.
Wait, what did... Oh. Is he something different, or is he... Oh, no, he's a frog now.
He's a frog.
He's a frog now. In an ironic twist, though, it turns out Sid's true... I was going to say, in an ironic twist, Sid's actual form is indeed a frog. By making him human, we made him an abomination.
Oh, so now we have to go solve his marital problems. Okay.
Yep.
So I have to ask, he's a frog now, why can't we just cast Toad on him and bring him back to him?
That doesn't exist in this game.
Damn right. Fuck, I forgot about that.
Oh man, you know, I got a laugh out of that when the Cloud Strife Smash trailer did that. It wasn't a move that Cloud will have. It was actually an assist trophy that involved a character that turned into a frog, but
I think
it had to do with spellcasting animation next to
I
it.
think people are anticipating that that's one of his taunts. I mean, of course.
Yeah, it's probably one of his taunts.
Yeah, by the time this part goes up, the DLC is probably already out. But yeah, that's pretty neat. Yeah. Yeah. Pretty neat, I guess.
So anyway, we need to go find Hilda. Where is Hilda?
She's with Kuja, it seems.
Oh, wait, hold on. So Sid cheated on her, so in retribution, she's cheating on him with the villain. Okay.
No, I think she ran away, and I think
Kuja picked her up.
Kuja picked her up. It's like, hey, going my way.
Hi, Kina.
This is sort of like a retake with the Steiner scene.
Now that I think about it, this is the first time Kina's been in Lindblum.
Can't you have him in your party by the time you get to Lindblum, though?
Well, you can get Kina and then come back to Lindblum, I suppose.
Yeah, but plot-wise, this is the first time Kina's been in Lindblum.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, Kina's just kind of... Well, I suppose...
There.
Yeah, well, Kina's a random character, and I suppose, you know, especially since Final Fantasy IX is trying to have a more lighthearted tone, having kind of a random-ass character like this makes sense. It's just... I'm kind of imagining, like, Go-Go from Final Fantasy VI having scenes, because if she did, it probably would be scenes like that.
Oh, man, you know, you say that, but it's funny. There are hints in the game that Go-Go was supposed to have cutscenes and more of a story element. And do you know what probably arose from that? Siegfried.
Who's Siegfried? I'm sorry.
The random-ass treasure hunter who steals the treasure chest from under your nose on a phantom train.
Who you later find out is most likely the imposter, and you fight the real one in the Coliseum.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't
The one
remember.
that kicks your ass.
I don't remember many Final Fantasy VI plot points because I only played that game once, and it was, oh god, 2011 was it? Yeah, it was 2011. So that was a good 4 years ago. So many of the details are lost on me now, unfortunately. It was fun though. I had a good time.
me and Matt went into how Gogu and Umaru seemed to have nothing to do in Final Fantasy VI, so we established that during the raid on Kefka's Tower, they're in the airship playing Go Fish. But Umaru loses his shit and punches Gogo in the face, and Gogo just mimics that. So it's a never-ending battle of punches to the face.
I love Kina's reaction to Frog Sid.
Oh, okay.
No, I must... He keeps turning away and shaking his head. Now, I must resist.
Well, I think it's because the frog is actually talking.
Yeah.
So you can change characters whenever you're on the ship then, right?
Yep.
Yeah, Final Fantasy IX is unique among the PlayStation 1 Final Fantasies in that you actually have to talk to someone in order to change your party members. Whereas in Final Fantasy VII and VIII, you had the PHS system, which was basically you could go into your menu at any old save point and change your party that way.
It was a cell phone.
Yeah.
Just doesn't. Doesn't really make any sense.
Oh, the blue Narcissus, it just plays the overworld theme. Not that I have a problem with it, because I like this music, so. Loading.
Yeah, it's just it's a little bit cumbersome to have to go back to having to talk to a certain person in a certain place to change your party.
You added these people to your team just to get rid of their shit, so you could put different people on your team.
Okay, everyone, strip. You know, though, it took me a while to realize that Quina or Kina, however you guys are pronouncing it, we seem to interchange it between a lot throughout this playthrough.
It would be interesting if there was voice acting, and we'd know for sure. But yeah.
Yeah, good point.
Maybe the eventual remake.
Kina's species is actually that of those enemies from Final Fantasy VII that can shrink you and eat you whole.
Oh.
Like similar facial design, the long tongues.
Huh.
I'm trying to remember the exact name of it.
That is a random ass thing to bring back. Huh.
Whoosh. So we can go to any
Can I go
continent.
climb a mountain now?
So we can go to any continent in the game now, right?
Speaking of party members that are random monsters, I seem to remember there being a rumor that there was supposed to be a goblin character at one point.
What, in this game?
Yeah.
That's kind of Marcus at this point.
No, I mean a goblin.
Oh.
Like,
Okay.
I think it was called Boxer.
Oh boy, John, we're at your favorite spot in the game.
Oh, wait, where is this?
Where are we?
We're at the beach.
Oh, what's at the beach?
Oh, okay, well, never mind. We'll find out next part.
Oh boy.
I think, anyway.
The suspense? Question mark?
Not as much as Alexander.
Oh, okay.